on a journey through the World Wide Web. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. It's time to get to bed. My page is like a dreamscape, a video game arcade, the kind of content that you watch all day. We talking gaming, the latest technology, streaming and content creation. So come along with me, I can make you laugh, teach you, inspire. There's so much to explore, so don't be a denier. So like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, hey. It starts with KODIMAN. I'm the man with the plan to get us all to 10. There's a like and a subscribe button up on your screen. So don't be a silly goose, join my community. We talking gaming, the latest technology, streaming and content creation. So come along with me, I can make you laugh, teach you, inspire. There's so much to explore, so don't be a denier. So like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me take you on a journey through the World Wide Web. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. It's time to get to bed. My page is like a dreamscape, a video game arcade, the kind of content that you watch all day. We talking gaming, the latest technology, streaming and content creation. So come along with me, I can make you laugh, teach you, inspire. There's so much to explore, so don't be a denier. So like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up, you guys? What's happening? What is good? Let's close out a few things. As you guys can see, I am live. Let me see. Oh, I got this other screen. Let's see. We supposed to be at the right screen. Now we there. Okay. Glad you guys. Glad you guys stopped by. Glad you guys are here. You guys, I almost canceled the live stream, you guys, because I was doing something and my, I'm bad. I got my neck is really fucked up, you guys. So it was hurting so bad, I just didn't want to go live. It wasn't going to go live. So I took a pain pill and everything worked out pretty good, so I was feeling real better. But anyways, you guys, as you guys can see, what time it is. It is 7:51, you guys, and I am live. This hasn't happened in almost over 5 years at least. Okay. And most of you guys know, I got my own little spot right now. I got my own little, my own little space. And so now I can start going live pretty much when I want to. Okay. Oh man, I ain't seen nobody. I just want to make sure I'm live. Because I ain't seen nobody say anything. Oh, okay, yeah. I got 8 people in here. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. But anyways, you guys, thank you for all you guys support me. Thank you guys for being here. Much love to you guys. Yeah, we're gonna start having some live shows later throughout the day so I can catch you guys. You know what I mean? That's when I was going live before. I was doing them at nighttime, and I understand. I clearly understand that a lot of you guys don't stay up that late. You know what I mean? And it's bedtime for you guys, so you guys want to be able to go ahead and enjoy yourself and have a good night's sleep. And then, some people, when I don't go live, when I do go live later on at night, some people forget and have the tendency to go back to catch it. So that's why I like to catch you guys before you're nice and tired, before you go to bed. Something just to throw at you, you guys. As you guys can see on this screen, I have Windows 11 and I have Linux Mint, you guys. The title of this video, you guys, is which operating system is best for you. I'm not trying to tell you that oh, Thomas, yeah, here we go. Let's see, we got Facebook in the building, you guys. So and you guys, when I go live on YouTube, I also go live on Facebook. Okay, so I like to interact with both platforms, and I'm going to add Discord in the mix, you guys. I do have a Discord group. All that stuff is in the description, you guys. And if you guys don't see me pop up, one day here, one day there, just all holler at me, you know what I mean? And I'll catch it. But I'm really, really busy. I've been busy around here doing some spring cleaning, trying to get my office together. And it's looking, man, you guys, it's looking really, really nice. It's getting along real, real good and stuff. So, but thank you, Thomas. Thank you for go ahead and respond to me. Much love. But anyways, you guys, Linux and Windows, you guys, which one suits you better? Okay, which one suits you better? And I'm gonna give you my thoughts on both operating systems, on some pros and some cons about both of them. Okay, and everybody knows, for the ones that do not play with Linux, you guys, and I had a couple of videos that I went ahead and did about Linux. You can look inside my playlist. But today, for now on, I'm gonna really, really start digging deep down into about Linux, so you guys can see the actually real deal about what Linux is all about, you guys. Because some people, they're afraid because they don't know. Okay. And when you don't know, that's the reason why you need somebody there to help you, understand, to help you want to know what it's like, and so they can take that step and move forward to do the same thing that you might be doing. Okay. So down here at the bottom, as you can see, you do have Linux. Okay. This is Linux. So I'll open it up, show you. Menu. This is Linux. Okay. This is all Linux. This is Linux Mint. Very, very good operating system, you guys. Linux Mint is the closest. Well, I'm not for sure. Everybody has their opinions on different distributors, for Linux. Some people think that this is closer. Some people think this is closer. But to me, I think that Linux Mint is as close as you're going to get to style-wise and organized-wise and look-like wise to Windows, okay? And as you can see over here, we do have Windows, okay? Windows 11. This, this is a stock version of Windows 11 that I installed, and everything is, that stock wise is on there. I added a few things on here because I was doing one day I did a review on how to set OBS Studio, which, if you guys don't know, somebody said my audio is messed up. My audio is messed up. Hold on. Okay, is it a lot better? Is my audio a lot better? Hold on, it might be because of my my air conditioner. Hey Alex, how about that right now? How does it sound? How does it sound? Does it sound pretty good? Does it sound much better that I went on ahead and turned off the my AC? So it might be catching like, the background from my AC. But anyways, you guys, over here, Windows, you guys. Let me see, because Alex said my stuff was AC. But anyways, you guys. Okay, it sounds a lot better. Sounds a lot better. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you for pointing that out. But anyways, you guys, we're gonna go over some specs about Windows, and we're gonna go over some specs about Linux. Okay, different things that can make a big difference when you are talking about using each other's system. Okay, so, and as you guys can, as I told you, Linux Mint is as close as you're gonna get. Like, like for instance, this is the old style that looks like possibly like Windows 10. You have your apps right here, your categories, and in each side of it you have your apps, and then also like internet, like Telegram. If you right click, you can add to panel desk, you know, just the same exact thing you guys like Windows. Okay, you can add it to the desktop, you can add it to the panel. So if you want to add it down here as a, you know, as a quick thing to get to, you can do that. Okay, and as you can see, I'm going to show you. If you click on, see, if I click on start and click on Microsoft 3, you see, not that, all apps. Let me see. If I right click on this and go to more, I can pin it to the taskbar, which is the same as what I did to Linux at the bottom. So you guys, it does have that feature for both. Okay. And that's why I say that Linux Mint is a very good operating system, you guys, to get to know. Okay. It's very, 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 is very, very good. And you guys look, okay, this has nothing on it. This, we're looking at the top where Windows is. Okay. We're looking at the top where Windows is. So the process, which is a CPU, is running anywhere, it's bouncing anywhere up to 10%. Okay. So let's go down here to Linux, and let's open the system monitor up here. You guys look at the CPU right here. Okay. Just look at the CPU from Linux. It's going anywhere from 3 to 2, you guys. So, I mean, you guys, Linux runs a whole lot better and a whole lot smoother than Windows 11. And that's because look at all this stuff that is, okay, let me look at all the stuff, and I don't have anything installed. Look at all the stuff that Windows 11 is running in the background, you guys. Look at all this stuff it uses to run inside the background. Okay. And a lot of these apps, you guys, for Windows 11, which I'm going to pick on Windows 11 right now. A lot of these apps, you guys, really, most people do not even use. Okay. For instance, like Microsoft 360 Copilot. Okay. Maybe some people do use it. You know what I mean? Maybe some people do, but Microsoft 360 Copilot, you really don't even need that inside your system. And then they put those like solitary games and snip tools. You guys, a lot of that stuff, you want to be able to download it on your own and determine if that is things that you need. Some of it's part of the system, like for instance, like Notepad is part of the system. File Explorer, Calculator, some of that stuff is part of the system. But like for instance, like Xbox, okay, Microsoft 360 Copilot, Outlook, you know what I mean? Most people don't really truly honestly care to even have that. And then I'm gonna pick on Windows Defender, you guys. Now down here at the bottom for Linux Mint, all Linux operating systems has a special firewall built behind it, you guys. And I kind of like the way that Linux Mint works, you guys, because it's very, very secure. It's way more secure than Windows 11. Okay, way more secure than Windows 11 over here. I've heard and I've seen a lot of different hackers be able to break and get into Windows 11 even way quicker than you can in Linux Mint, okay, or Linux at all, okay, because it just has so many barriers behind it that you have to do, and a lot of passwords and a lot of things that you got to put in to even break the barrier to even if you can get into it. And what you guys with Linux operating system, that's what the government is using. That's what the United States government uses for their operating systems. Okay, when it's Linux Mint, I mean not Linux Mint, but Linux. Okay, so and I'm pretty for sure that they do have some computers that use Windows, but you guys, they use Linux operating system. Where do you think that some of these Android boxes, or some of these mini PCs, they're running off of Linux Mint, you guys? There's certain things that will make them run. Okay, so let's see what he said. My audio is messed up, but I think I fixed that. Okay, if you guys think my audio is still messed up, please let me know. I need a job. Wish I could screen top my Mint desktop right now. And you guys, like Ronnie, I love Linux Mint. I love it. You know what I mean? Because it's just so very light, and it's very easy to play with. Okay, they do, like, and I'm pretty for sure, that you're a Linux a person, that because you do have Linux, but they do have some Linux distributors out there, systems that are way more advanced for people that pretty much know what they're doing. Okay, so, and he says, and then Levi says, I use Arch, by the way. Oh, okay. Arch is another one, and it runs really good too. And it's very secure, you guys. It's very secure, especially like, I like whenever you install a program on Linux, for the people that don't know, about Linux, when you go to install a software on Linux, it asks you for your password. Okay, it asks you for your password. Does Windows do that? No, it does not. Okay, basically, anybody can, if they get inside your system, they can install it without a password. But can you make that to the point where they do need one? I'm pretty sure that you could. Okay, so Thomas Seaman says, can you run PowerShell on it? Are you talking about PowerShell on Linux? I'm pretty sure that you can't. I'm not for sure. I'll look around, and I will look into that, the PowerShell on it. I will look into it, and then I will get back to you on Facebook, within a day or two, and let you know, and give you more information on about that, because I never even heard that you could do that. Okay. Yeah, I also like that Levi, he says Yeah, I also like that you can just type in sudo pacman package instead of avoiding scam links trying to search for a program. Yeah. And I mean, like, that's nice because you can install all your programs straight through sudo. Okay. Straight through sudo. And it doesn't need any special requirement. You won't see all these links, these ads. And my favorite is, you guys, on Linux, I like Flatpak. I like Flatpak. Flatpak's been around for a minute, and it's just, it's basically, another way to go ahead and go get, your applications for Linux. Okay. And a lot of these things that you can do with Linux, you can do with Windows. And a lot of things that you could do with Windows, you possibly can do with Linux. There's some things that you can't. I know that won't work very, very well. But you guys, look how far Linux has came to making a big, big difference into using it. Okay. Look how many distributors that are running around, that are out, that are making improvements, towards, gaming, or, that are making improvements towards, like, doing artwork, like, photographing, you know what I mean? So it just depends on what you're trying to do and what you're trying to use it for. Okay. Because certain ones do certain things and certain ones is way better than other things. Okay. There's certain ones that play, that's distributors for Linux that's better for gaming. Okay. Now is Linux Mint? I'm not for sure. It will play Linux Mint. If you have a nice computer, Linux Mint will play some pretty good games, some pretty good Steam games. So, you know what I mean? And I know everybody likes Windows because majority of your games that you really like to play, you can play them from Windows, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? That's why I keep, like, I keep two. I have Linux and I have Windows. Okay. So I take and I use both of them, to my advantage. All right. Let's see what Levi said. He says, yes, I also like that you can type sudo. Okay, so he already said that. Thomas says, yes. Okay. Yes, I will give that to you. He says, okay, thank you. Yeah, I will look into that PowerShell. Let me go ahead. Let me put that in my notes. As you guys, I always keep notes on different things. Okay. So PowerShell, Linux. Okay. And then I'm gonna make sure, Thomas. I'm gonna make sure that I get back with you on that. If you in my, hey Thomas, I know you have to. You should be in my group. If you in my group, so then you can go ahead and I'll go ahead and contact you there. But I already got it saved, so I'll get back with you for sure. John Hunt, he says, when I first switched to Linux, I started with Mint. It's great for other people's who are new. Yes, John Hunt, that is totally agreeable. Okay. Because you guys, when I first started off trying to play with Mint, you know, I did some researching, and you guys, I always believe if you guys haven't, if you guys are new, I see a lot of new people. You guys, let me go ahead and introduce myself for a minute, okay? My name is KODIMAN. I am a streamer. I like technology. I like gaming. I like anything to do with computers, and I do have my own Kodi build. Okay, so I am affiliated with the K word. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I got that symbol. So, and if you guys don't know, you know, I do have my other groups listed in the description. It's on your discretion if you want to come. You know, they're very nice groups, very, very good people there, very respectful people there. And you just might see some other stuff there that, that you might like. Okay. So, but anyways, you guys, Levi says, I started from Ubuntu and went to Arch. Oh, that's the big jump. Okay. So you really trying to learn, Linux. Okay. He says, I don't know. It took me 30 minutes storing random commands to make Plex scan my library. Called it security, but it was bad. Oh, okay. I never knew how to do that. I'll have to look in that. I'll have to try it out. Yeah, but Thomas, I almost think that with that PowerShell, I think I ran across a video on that, and I seen something about PowerShell, about using PowerShell like as in Linux. So I most definitely will let you know. Okay, I definitely will let you know. I'll look into it as soon as I can and hit you back, whether it's a yes or a no. Okay, but you guys, and also, you guys know, automatically you get icons through Linux, icons through Windows, and and a lot of thing is like with like Linux Mint, you guys, vice versa to Windows 11, there's not too many customabilities that you could do to Windows 11. I mean, you can do it, but there's, not too much. So if I go here to, let's see, display, that's where, let's see, display. You go to display settings and go to personalization. You guys, there's things that you could do right here. But you guys, in Linux, man, you guys can customize this. Like, you can change, like, let's see if I can find it. Display settings right here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. No, that's not it. Let's see. Graphics. Preference. So like, I'm not for sure, but I know you can, let me see, edit menu. See, there's all kinds of things you can do to, you can show all this, You can do all this. You can uncheck what you want to show. You know what I mean? So, it's just certain things that Windows does not have that Linux does have. Okay. Certain things. Okay. Oh, he says, you know me by Navy SEAL. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So I know exactly who you are. Yeah, so I'll check on that for you, bro. Most definitely. And he says you could change the wallpaper basically while on Linux. You could swap out the whole desktop with a command line. Yeah. I watched it. You know what? I watched a video, you guys. This guy took, I mean, I don't know how, some people would actually want it like that. But this guy actually took Windows 11. I mean, it took Windows 11 theme, how it looks and everything, and used like Linux Mint to make it look like Windows 11. I was like, wow. So it can be done, you guys. It can be done. You could make Linux Mint look and feel just like Windows 11, and still doing the command prompts and still other stuff. And then also down here, let's see, Fire Rod. Here is the here is the store, you guys. So basically, like Linux Mint has, other stuff just like Windows. VOC, OBS Studio, VirtualBox, GIMP, GIMP is good. FileZilla, you guys. So basically, like a lot of stuff you still can get, okay? And this is just one little section of it. But you guys, man, and then Steam, okay? Also just run across there and get. So you guys can find some stuff, okay? You definitely can find and Levi says I use Hyperland. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. I heard about that, Levi. I heard about Hyperland. I just never got into it, but I heard about that. I want to try that out. But anyways, you guys, so many things. I'm not trying to push you guys to Linux, but I just want you guys, for the new people, that, that's watching me, to go ahead and, to be able to learn Linux too. Okay. And what's also good, you guys? One more thing, one good thing. Okay. If you got an old laptop laying around, okay, that you said, oh, I can't do nothing with this, just won't work, man, you could put Linux on that and it'll work just perfect, you guys. Linux is good for low operating systems, okay? You could have 16 gigabytes and it don't have to have, but a little bit of space, and it'll work real good. Okay, it'll work super good. Because I had a computer. It wasn't the greatest computer. It was slow, but I put Linux on it, man, and it ran smooth. Okay, so, and that's why, because Linux doesn't take, up too much of your CPU, like Windows does, and it definitely doesn't take up too much memory, because the apps don't run that much, don't run as hard as they would for Windows. Okay, so he says, I agree, put Arch on an old laptop, took almost 3 minutes to open the Windows settings app with Arch running through it fine. Yeah. So you basically, you know, you could do that and it'll run just fine. Okay. So, we've been on here for 41 minutes. And you guys, I appreciate you guys, all you guys, man, stopping by. You know, this is what I really like to see. You know, I like everybody getting, you know, involved. So let's see. Thomas says, I'm always open minded to new ideas. I even heard you can put it on a Raspberry Pi also. Yeah. Yeah, there's ways to stick it on a Raspberry Pi. Also, I don't have a Raspberry Pi. I never got into it, but I'm gonna get one just so I can show you guys. Just so I can show you guys that it'll work on a Raspberry Pi. Okay, because I know it can be done and it works smooth. You know, Raspberry Pis, you know, they don't take much because they're, you know, basically really super small. And they don't take much to run at all because they're, you know, small devices. But yeah, Linux will run nice and smooth on there. Okay. So let's see if I missed anybody else. And John Hunt says, I nix with KDE Plasma now, but I've been looking for a new desktop environment. You should go ahead and you should get man, I'm telling you that Linux Mint right here, man. This Linux Mint is they got the cinnamon version and they have a couple other versions. So they all works really well and really smooth. And matter of fact, you know, I even streamed from one of them, you know, and it did really well. Okay, didn't take up too much of my CPU, which means that, you know, I was able to do a whole lot more using Linux than I would, you know, with Windows. Okay, but you know, I got, you know, I put these two things here. I put this Windows on top, Linux on the bottom, so I could show you guys, you know what I mean? And also, let's do this. This is Firefox. So we could see, you know, just how long it takes. But I'm running this on a virtual machine though. So it actually will run a whole lot different. Okay. So let's see Google Chrome. Let's start up Google Chrome. Google Chrome actually started up a little bit quicker. But let's do a speed test. Let's do a speed test. Let's do a speed test. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up from right there. And then I'm gonna get it set up from right here. So I want to make sure I'm on the same thing. See which one can handle the most. Okay? Let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hit go here. And I'm going to go ahead and hit go here. And we're going to see which one throws out. I only get like a little bit over 100 that I paid for. So Windows is getting 97, 98, 99. Okay. let's see what Linux gets. So you guys can see the difference on, and I got it hardwired. Okay, so I got it hardwired. Let's see. So this is Linux, you guys, down here. It only pushed 66. So, and you can see down here, speed test with Windows came up a whole lot more. Okay. So you guys just keep that in mind. I don't think that makes a big difference, but for me, it should. Okay. So, and you know, the speed test is a little bit different, but everything works. Everything works. You know, there's some things that Windows don't have and Linux does, and some things that Linux doesn't have that Windows does. Okay. So you guys, we've been on here for about an hour. Let's see. He said, Levi said, I got a Raspberry Pi, self-hosting stuff. I'm thinking about putting Arch on it. I would, you know, that way it'll make it, you know, run a little bit better. All right, you guys. So I'm basically, you guys, I'm sorry, man. I'm in a lot of, I wanted to go live, you know, for sure, but I'm in a little bit of pain, you guys. Still, I got to go see my surgeon on the 28th next month. I don't know why. So, man, my stuff is hurting, you guys. I have bone spurs, and I have also I have, you know, some bad, my neck, my disc in my neck is really bad. So we gonna go a little bit further at this though. I just want to, you know, throw you guys a little bit, you know, some things to think about. You know, go ahead and get you a copy of Linux Mint. You know, play around with it. It's the easiest thing to learn. That way you get familiar with it. That way you can know what it's all about. You know, because a lot of people do have Windows, okay? A lot of people do have this. And you know, it's good. It's always nice to be able to learn other operating systems too, because you never know when you might need them. Okay. So that's why I'm here. I want to show you guys how to make them work, how to get through them, and how to do what you got to do, you guys. So you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm gonna go ahead and chill out, you know, have my little smoke break. You know, everybody knows that. And I'll go ahead and if I don't go live tomorrow, I'm most definitely gonna go live the next day after. We got, you know, I got a few other things that I really would like to show you guys so you guys can know. Okay. But you guys have a good one. You guys, man, Levi, Thomas, John Hunt, Ronnie 9532, let's see who else. Boomer JRTV, Alex Gajetta. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. All you guys. And man, if you guys haven't done so, go ahead and hit that like button, you guys, man. And share this, man. Share this wherever else, you know, so somebody can say, you know, oh, let me tap in on him, you know, and see what it's all about. You know, you guys, I do some extra little things inside my group. So, and not just trying to, you know, not really trying to rush you or bother you or anything about it. But you guys should come check it out. You guys most definitely will like that there. Okay. So you guys have a good one. You guys stay safe, stay blessed, and hey, I'll most definitely see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
The lights are dim, the crowd's alive. KODIMAN's here, let's take the dive. You watched it all, you found